Hey guys, Romie here. So, of course, this is the recap for BBWLA Season 5, Episode 1. Now, if you're a first-time viewer, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, please like and comment. Now, the show starts off with Jackie and Shawnee. Jackie and Shawnee are catching up, and Doug has actually gotten offered a coaching offer, and I believe it's overseas, and so Jackie's concerned because she's like, she wants to go over there with him because we know that Jackie is pretty much Doug's shadow because she wants to be. Jackie's like, wherever Doug is going, she makes sure she goes as well because she's saying Doug has a he's still very sexually active. I mean, he's always raring to go. So for Jackie, she knows that if she's not there, he's gonna want it from someone eventually. She was saying how when she's not there, he normally waits for her to come home so that he can have some. And she even went as far as telling poor Shawnee that she does the test. Oh jeez, I don't know if I can do this. Just do it. She does the ball test where she, if it's light, it means that it's been empty. If it's heavy, then it means that it has been emptied. So all I have to say is that she knows when he's been, active and not been active, and she can't have him not being active with anyone except for her. Forget his hand, forget anything else except for her. So she's contemplating, moving over there. And Shawnee's just like, you can do half and half. You don't have to just go there all the time. But let's get into the real reason why we're here. So, they're talking about Brandi because as we know, Brandi called Shawnee out at the end of last season. And so, a lot of us weren't really aware of the fallout because all we saw in the reunion was that Brandi was quote-unquote fired, so to speak. Now, what actually happened is Brandi was never fired, which we all knew. But not only was she never fired, she did call up Shawnee and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I'll apologize. And she's apologized to Shawnee a couple of times. Well, no, she apologized to Shawnee. Shawnee accepted it. Then she reached out to Shawnee to make sure that they were still cool. And so Shawnee took this down. I was like, okay, so where are we going with this? And then Shawnee talks about hearing Brandi on the radio, kind of saying essentially the same stuff over again, as if they never had a talk. And so that has Shawnee thinking, I don't know what's going to happen when I see this girl again because she keeps flipping the script. Now, speaking of Brandi, Brandi brought on a new friend. Her new friend's cute. Duffy. Her new friend's DJ Duffy, that's what I'm going to call her. DJ Duffy, yes, she's a DJ. And she's engaged, I believe, to be married to a man by the name of Iman. Is it Iman? Or Imran? No, I think it's Iman. Yeah, and he's a professional basketball agent, I believe. Yeah, so he's getting money. I almost said she's getting, well, yeah, she will be getting money once so she's getting money. Shout out to her. She cute, she's smart, got a rich man. Shout out to her. Oh, I need a rich woman. I know you need love too, but money helps a lot. Anyway, now, Brandi, of course, is talking to her about her current situation, her current circle of friends. Now, the issue is that Brandi and Malaysia are kind of like freaking Fran, meaning you can't have one without the other. Now, the problem is they don't take too well with having new people around each other. So this season, we're probably going to see Malaysia kind of be up under Brandi, or attempt to be up under Brandi to kind of distance her from Duffy. And Duffy doesn't seem like the type of woman to just let that happen. It's like, we're all grown women, why are you acting this way? That's the type of vibe that I get off of Duffy. So I think I'm going to like Duffy. I really hope that I still like Malaysia because I don't want to see Malaysia be petty and fighting over a friend like we're in, 6th grade or something. I really don't want to see that. And of course, Brandi has to let Duffy in on, what's been going on with her and Shawnee. And for Brandi's point of view, Shawnee pretty much accepted her apology, but then went on the radio show and talked about how, oh, well, I am the boss, and, kind of boasting. And so that pissed off Brandi. So that's probably why Brandi went and said what she said. I'm thinking, again, how old are we, ladies? You really fell into that trap of not only he said, she said, but also acting as if, oh, I can't believe I fell into that trap. See, that's the thing. Too many sensitive people. Sometimes you need to learn how to just take things on the chin. I hope that's not a domestic violence reference. But, sometimes you just need to accept things for what they are and move on. I think that's probably the biggest issue with this group. It's like, okay, one person says something, the other person says something. Someone can be cool with you, and when they're still recalling a situation, they have to bring it back up, which means that they're going to be talking about how they felt and their point of view regarding it. So you can't be mad. Well, yeah, you can't be mad, but you can't take it. You can't take a sense of. Let's move on. So Malaysia looks very happy. We know that her divorce is finalized. She's looking good. She's been working out. She's, like I said, must be in a really good mood because she's back with Jackie again. She's back friends with Jackie again. And so it's just this whole thing of, because remember, Malaysia, I think, pretty much got half of everything and then all of some other things. So she has to be really happy. And again, it's just odd seeing her and Jackie close again. Now, I believe this is when, what do you call it? It's kind of, now it's at the point where Malaysia is talking about Shawnee and Tammy, and Malaysia's okay with Tammy and Shawnee, but the issue is that, of course, if her friend isn't really cool with Shawnee, then she's not going to be really cool with Shawnee. And Malaysia and Shawnee never seemed like they really got along, like they were really ace boom coons. But guess who's coming back? Angel. Yes, Drea's friend Angel. And Jackie, of all people, has still befriended Angel, and so, Malaysia is just like, okay, that's okay, but do I really need to fake the funk after all these years? Do I really need to fake the funk? And it's like, look, we were together. Angel's overall cool, but for business purposes, I didn't want to choose her dress. We had a falling out. I'm like, Malaysia, you and Angel don't have something that's that deep. That's something that you guys, after having one real conversation, it can be done with. So let's move on from that. Tammy's back, and she brought back Reggie. Now, the last time we saw Reggie was on Marriage Boot Camp. So I was looking at Reggie, I was like, who is this? I'm like, I know it's supposed to be Reggie, but I was like, who is this? Because he grew out the hair and everything, so I was like, who is this? It's like, oh, that's Reggie. Oh, I'm glad they're still together. And, I did feel bad when Tammy talked about how they have been trying to have kids. I knew that she had one miscarriage, but I didn't know she had 3. So, yeah. But, of course, they're living together and they're still trying. Reggie wants a boy. Tammy, she wants a child, but if they don't have a child, she's cool too. Reggie really wants a child, so at some point they're going to have a child. And that's the thing where I'm like, okay, that's still sounding like a disconnect. I know that there's compromise because she loves children, so that's not the issue. But it's always a little concerning when one person really wants something and the other person is cool with giving that person what they want, but their heart's not really in it. So there is that. But again, it's nice to see them. It's nice to see that. I see it as a positive relationship. I mean, it seems like they have real love for each other, and they're a couple that I could actually see working out. Now, again, Malaysia goes and meets up with, what's the girl's name? What's that girl's name? With Jackie's name, Jackie, and she goes and surprises Jackie with Brandi. Yes, Brandi's back. Brandi's here. And so, again, Jackie is cool. So, it's like, alright, so I'm going to be inviting all of them to a party, and you guys are coming too, but it's just like, I'm not feeling it, but, you know, Jackie, do you. Of course, this is all set up, but we'll go and accept that. Of course, they talk about the whole, Shawnee and the half apology, but not really apology. And Brandi talks about her new friend, Duffy. And Malaysia isn't really here for it. It's just like, you know, we Ace Boon Coons and you going around bringing someone new to the group. And it's just like, oh, well, whatever. Again, I'm upset because we love Malaysia. And this little slight immaturity thing, I'm like, come on now, Malaysia. Malaysia, stop it. Stop it. Now, there's 2 angels this season. There's 2 angels this season. There's Angel Love, who is the newest person to the cast. And again, I think I'm gonna like Angel Love. She definitely brings an opinion. She brings some sassiness, if you will. So, Dewan Blair. That's who she's with. Well, who she's kind of with right now. Well, no, they're off. That's exactly how she explained it. You know, and I thought it was interesting. She was like, you know what? I kind of left him for a moment. I'm going to go and do me. And that's interesting because that normally isn't well, yeah, that is usually the case. But I feel like how she's saying it may seem like, look, he didn't even know about it. I just told him I'm going to be in LA for a couple of months. You know, make sure dinner's warm when I get back type of thing. I felt like it was almost kind of like a boss way in how she explained it. So I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. And, of course, we have Drea's friend, Angel, back. Oh, and her daughter's so cute. But, again, the situation is that she's still feeling a certain way about Malaysia and how everything went down. But, of course, they're both happy because now they have each other. Original Angel, it's just like she's glad she has someone on her side. New Angel's like, these girls aren't ready for her. So Shawnee goes and meets up with Tammy. Shawnee meets up with Tammy. Why? Because, you know, they have to discuss what's really going on. And again, Shawnee just fills Tammy in on, you know, I thought I was cool with the girl. The girl, meaning, what's her name? The girl meaning Malaysia's friend, Brandi. Yeah, it's like, I thought it was cool with the girl. You know, she actually called me and she apologized and then we talked a couple of times afterwards. But I guess not, because the girl had some not so nice things to say about me. I'm like, Shawnee. And I thought this part was actually really interesting because I'm like, we're on the show, right? Isn't it like breaking the fourth wall to kind of acknowledge the fact that you're on the show and that you're an executive on the show and that they're the cast member on the show and that you have the power to remove, accept, and deny certain people. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I thought it was reality TV has been going in such a weird direction where it's just like, I guess the real reality though is to kind of talk as if you were just talking with someone off of cameras, and so you would acknowledge the fact that you're on a platform and you have the ability to do one thing or the other, or you have the ability to act like you can do one thing or the other. I'm sure if Shawnee really wanted Brandi off of the show, she could have made it happen. But I'm sure the other producers are probably like, look, you need a villain. Stop it. You're very mature. You know that you need this go around because she does bring something to the table. And Cammy, it was cute when Tammy was like, you know, my house is filled with IKEAs because they're actually trying to build something. Well, I wouldn't say actually trying. Tammy was. Shawnee was just like, oh, this is cute, so what am I here for again? Now, Duffy, again, Duffy is going to be out in LA with Brandi so that she can pursue her career as a DJ and really make it big. I'm like, okay, we want to see you DJ, though, on the show. So that, because right now you're all really cute and glitzed and glammed up, but we want to see you in your own element. And I'm sure this is your element too, but as a DJ. I mean, that would be really cool to see. So, hopefully we see that on the show and not just hear about it. And here's the thing. you know it's going to be an interesting situation when Brandi has to give her friend Duffy a disclaimer about her other friend Malaysia, saying, well, you know, she's like me when I initially meet people, where I'm kind of standoffish and people think I'm just being mean or being a bee, but it's just because I don't let people in right away. And she's just like, okay. So exactly, my reaction too. I'm like I understand that overall, but there's a difference between not fully opening up and then borderline giving someone the cold shoulder. So Malaysia comes and just does that. I'm like, wait a minute, were you just waiting right by the door and then walked in? Because Malaysia comes in, she acknowledges Brandi, and then it's just like, hey. I'm like, hey, this, you know, girl's your best friend's best friend. So how, Malaysia, I really hope that you don't pull a Brandi this season, because I can see it. I really can see it. And again, there, I believe, was it, Brandi is going to be throwing a party of sorts. And so, hold on, I forgot about this one part. Oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. Hold on.
What? Are you serious right now?
Oh yeah. Malaysia was irritated because of the fact that she just felt like the girls were doing a little bit too much. And again, it almost felt like the roles were reversed. And I was watching Brandi and not Malaysia. I'm like, what is going on? And Malaysia was just like, I'm irritated right now, and you guys are doing too much, and pretty much you just need to shut up. And Duffy, I'm here for Duffy's response. Duffy was just like, look, here's how this is going to work. Next time I see her, and if she acts like that, it's going to be on. And I appreciate that, because even though we love Malaysia, you finally come back to yourself and your senses, because, you know, your divorce is finalized and all of that. But then you go and start acting like the jealous best friend. Oh, Lord Jesus. Anyway, this season of Basketball Wives is going to be good. And I appreciate the fact that this show shows fights, because if they're going to go and fight, even though I would never go and get these women together just so that they can physically attack each other. But what I will say is, if they're going to fight and there's a camera around and they agree to it and it's of their own volition, then they should just go ahead and show it to us. Because how stupid is it to acknowledge the fact that there was a fight by messing around with the cameras and doing all of that and stuff? Just show us. We know they did it. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. This is going to be a mess.